Welcome to the Nursing Home Warrior Podcast. I'm Paulie Moran.
I'm Danielle Lieblein. Thank you for joining us.
And welcome. We got a pretty good show for you today. Should we start off by thanking some people that donated some clothes?
Absolutely.
Patty Hickey brought us, I think, 9 bags to my house yesterday.
Oh, fantastic.
Who else? We had Linda Van Laer brought us a ton of stuff for the second time. Lisa Chipatine brought us a box of brand new shirts, I believe they are.
Fantastic.
Your buddy Michael Healy from the Cornerstone Bar dropped off 6 bags to my shop last week.
Fantastic.
So we have a ton of inventory we need to get rid of.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Arthur Lih, he dropped off 2 bags that are right there in front of us, right there.
Beautiful.
Actually,
wish everybody a happy Veterans Day. Without the veterans, we would not be here today doing this at all.
What happened
thank
to your
you all,
hat?
past and present.
Weren't you wearing a hat?
No, I was going to bring it for the raffle.
Oh.
It would have been perfect for the raffle to put the things in an American flag hat.
Oh, sorry. I
But
didn't
you
know that.
poo-pooed it.
I poo-pooed that ugly plate.
Yeah, but you didn't say anything about the hat
I
either.
thought you were going to wear the hat.
Sorry.
So Arthur Lih, thank you.
Maybe for the 4th of July.
Okay, it's a long time away.
Yeah.
So Arthur, thank you so much for the bags of
Yes.
donation. Arthur Lih is our special guest today, and we can get started with Arthur. So Arthur is the inventor of LifeVac. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming on our show. I love that.
Hey, Arthur, thank you again.
Hey, man, you know, what you guys do, and Danielle was like, oh, enough people aren't watching. Look, you got a bunch more clothes. You're early, you're young, you're starting. But what you do is so important, you know? And I still haven't gotten the full story on, you know, the in nursing home shopping experience. Like, that just warms my heart. And it doesn't, Danielle, you were saying it backstage, you know, sometimes the money ain't it. It's what you're doing and the experience you're giving these people and the dignity and the, you know, the show of love. So don't worry about it. Just keep going.
It was really cool to see the smiles on their faces when they walked in.
Right?
Are you doing it November 30th?
I hope so. You know me, I don't even know where I am today.
Well, where are you today, Arthur? Because it doesn't look like it was snowing there like it was snowing here today.
Yeah, no, I'm in Ocala at a Harley dealership. So this is kind of like your Gucci. So for me, this is Gucci.
Did you order one?
Well, I bought a used one.
All right, there you go. Good luck with it.
Yep. That's why I'm still here. It took all day. This is paperwork, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, boy. Okay, so let's talk about LifeVac for a second. Everybody who knows me and is on my Facebook page knows that I am a big advocate, and I like to call myself an ambassador because ambassador?
Yeah,
Anyway.
I say ambassador.
Because I don't get paid from LifeVac, but I believe in this product so much, and I would like to see it in every single nursing home, and I do try to promote it as much as possible. So tell me, what started this whole, let me invent a toilet bowl plunger for the face?
Well, first off, it's a sink plunger, not a toilet bowl plunger. It's not so bad putting a sink plunger on your face. Toilet bowl plunger.
I tell everyone it's a toilet bowl plunger.
Well, you might want to change your speech on that a little, give it a little more sanitary.
Gas it up a little.
But no, I heard of it was 13 years ago now. I heard of a child, 7-year-old, same age as my daughter, that choked to death. And, you know, I thought of my accident. I thought of the pain that happens when, you know, we lose someone in an instant. You know, imagine losing your child in your arms. So I said, that's not happening to her. So I just researched and experimented and tried to come up with something that was intuitive. It's simple, just plunger, even if you're panicked. And then God got involved, and he told me I really needed to do it for everyone, so I did. And, you know, first 5 years, 6 years, really tough. And now, I mean, today, I think we've saved 5 lives today. And We
So we're
just
close to
passed.
5,000, right?
I was going to say we're right, almost hitting 5,000. You're really close, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, we're within I think 20 now. But you know, big moment. We passed 3,000 children saved the other
It's
day.
going to bring that up.
You know, I know Danielle and every parent how much we love our children, and it's part of our being. So to know we saved 3,000 kids, and now it'll be 5,000 people that don't have to, you know, deal with that loss.
Right.
So it was something that needed to be done. So I did it. And Danielle, you know, your ambassadorship or whatever you want to call it, you know, you've saved lives. The nursing homes is such a critical place for LifeVac. I don't have to tell you.
Oh no, we need to get them in there. I
Yes,
just don't know how.
everyone should have one.
I just don't know how to get it into the nursing homes. And we've had this discussion several times, is that they're not mandated to have it in the nursing home. So when I go to them and I say, let's get this, and they say to me, well, we have a suction machine. And we've discussed why that is not the best means of helping someone in a choking emergency, and why obviously the Heimlich maneuver is also not the best means. And for those of you who don't know why it's not, Arthur, do you want to explain why the
Well, remember,
I
Nikki
think,
was here telling us how bad it was and how
you know,
difficult it is
if you
for
look, the Red Cross hits it on the head with their scientific advisory recommendation. It's when protocol fails or is not feasible. Now, in our elder community, our veterans, our people with disabilities, you know, if you're in a bed or you're in a wheelchair, the inability and the danger of trying to do the Heimlich exist. So, in the environment of elder care, you have both wheelchair and bedridden. You know, if the suction machine is in the cafeteria, it's not going to do much good when Mrs. Johnson chokes down in her room. So, sadly, but probably it's going to be a legal thing. They're going to get sued, and it's going to happen. Once the American Red Cross recommended it and specifically said when not feasible, the liability not to have it went through the roof. Because how do you explain that you ignored the recommendation of the Red Cross and didn't do something very reasonable and recommended and had a resident die? So it's sad that it has to get to that push comes to shove, but it is what it is. And now, you know, now it opens the door to save everyone.
and your life pack is so low impact on the person. Like, you know, you figure an elderly person, you try and Heimlich them, you do it wrong, you could break all their ribs, or, you know, you could hurt them more than the
Oh,
intention.
you know, at that age, you're very fragile. I mean, I couldn't imagine, you know, my 97-year-old grandmother Heimliching her. You know, she would potato chip. She would just crush. And it's sad that it has to take so long. And it is what it is, right? But now with the Red Cross recommendation, there's no excuse. And sadly, the legal community will make sure that it gets done. And if you Google elder care attorneys for choking, there's 20 of them now. Used to be none.
right?
So it just, the stupidity is what's painful, right? Save the person. How about that? And
Agreed.
then you won't get sued and the family won't hate you and blah, blah, blah. Just save them.
And somebody's alive, which
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
What made you think of like the suction or vacuum type of device that you ended up building?
Well, what happened when I first left the hospital that night, when I heard about it, I Googled it. I said, I'll just buy something and I'll be good. The problem was that all the suction devices that you and me and anyone could buy have a tube, right? So you'd have to stick it in the person. And I know my limitations. My daughter's turning blue in my arms. I'm not going to be the most stable of people. I'm going to be nervous. And
right.
Yeah, your adrenaline's flying.
yeah, and I also researched them that, you know, they have trouble with certain things. Like they'll clog if it's like a pancake, like we saved Gabriel. If it's like a sucker candy, like Quaid, you'd have to attach it and try and pull it out. So it really didn't. It had limitations both in my feeling of it being successful and my ability to stay calm. Right. So that's when I said the goal is to make something that's intuitive, simple. Right. I've been in meetings. Who does Heimlich? How many people know how to do it? 5 people. How many people have used a sink plunger? Sink. Everyone raised their hand, right? Boom. I can use a plunger. So that was the sociological premise for the desire to make something intuitive and simple. And it's proven that, people have said, I didn't know what to do. I was terrified. I just pushed and pulled it and saved lives.
So I know you did this in your garage, right?
Yeah.
So like, how did you feel the second you were like, oh my goodness, this actually might work?
Well, it was a God moment. Jackie and I were together, and Charlie, that I had been given a dummy because he was broken. And when I got it to work, out came the little thing I was experimenting with, and an olive pit. So he wasn't broken. He choked to death. The Heimlich wasn't working.
Right.
So it was kind of like a God moment of saying, "You're right. It'll work when the Heimlich doesn't." But the honest to God truth was, I was just happy that I knew I could save Jackie. Like, I didn't have any big visions at that time. The angel and the devil showed up that night with the devil saying, "You're good, she's safe, you're retired, life's good, relax, enjoy, go play golf." And the angel's like, "You can't do that, dumbass." And I said, "All right."
You came up with a very good thing, and people need to get it.
Right.
Yeah, it was, the devil was tempting, but the angel was right. So I knew I had to bring it to everyone, even though I had no clue what I was doing.
Right. So what did you do prior to inventing the LifeVac? Like, what did you do in your professional life prior to that?
Well, it was typical, I guess, perseverance story. At 17, I was in high school, started driving a truck in the freight business, worked my way through college doing that. I learned the business, and after that, I learned every aspect of the business. So I started my own with a partner, and at 47, I sold it. I was retired.
So nothing medical.
No, not even close. I moved boxes. I picked things up and put them down. You know that thing? I picked things up, I put them down. That's what I did for a living. It
Okay.
was
So
a little more technical, but that's
Of
what I
course.
did.
okay. So then, like, you decide to make this. Like, how? First of all, you're my hero, and I know I've told
Ah,
you. I just want to make sure anyone who's watching this knows that you're my hero. That you were able to take this and make it as literally worldwide as it is. You're in how many countries?
I think we've saved lives in 30 countries now.
It's insane, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the fact we listen to the radio all day at work, and your commercials are always on. I'm like, I love that guy.
Or how
Oh,
about when he's in the plane, right? Do you see that he's in the plane and his commercial pops up and he's while he's in the plane?
well, that
So
cracks me up. One time, me and Jack were on the plane, and we stuck our heads in and took a picture of me and her on the plane, watching me and her on the plane.
that's so funny. That's great. So you went from working moving boxes to just making this in your garage, and then like, how did you make it what it is today?
Well, it was really, like I said, if it wasn't for God telling me to do it, there's no way I could or would have. When you have that kind of burn the bridges, Cortez burns his ships, like you have to do it, it doesn't matter. It kind of made it easier, but it was just hours and hours of research and studies and pulling medical journals and then following a medical path, learning what abstracts were, peer reviews were, testing, um, and then I had to learn all the manufacturing and marketing. But the biggest hurdle, I guess, was the medical side because I really had no idea. Like, we went to a show and they're like, "You can't use it; it's not in protocol." I'm like, "What's protocol?" Like, I didn't know anything,
Right.
but it didn't really matter. And plus, because I made it last forever and I made it inexpensive. I couldn't get any backing from like the finance world because they wanted it to expire every year and make it 3 times the price. And then you pay the bribes and get it in everywhere. But I said then, Quade's mom in Texas wouldn't have been able to afford it. So I'll take the harder road, you know. I'll make it last forever. I'll keep the price down. It's never been any different. And I'll see what happens.
Did you have any points where like you were getting fed up with, say, like the bureaucracy or the medical field and them saying, listen, you can't do it like this, you have to go that direction? Did you ever just be like, you know what, I'm taking care of my people, so I'm giving up? Obviously you didn't, but did that ever cross your mind?
Yeah, like that was pretty much daily. Um, Probably hourly at some point. But once again, the famous line of Cortez burning his ships, right? When God tells you to do something, you could say that just a bitch. This sucks. I could just go play golf, but you're non-negotiable. You got to keep going. Which, like I said, without that, him telling me, there's no way I would do this. It was way too hard, way too scary, and way too cost a lot of money in the beginning with no hope. Any given day could have been like, up, doesn't work, you're out.
You
But
got a truck full of these things nobody wants.
yeah, well, think about it. I used to go in the beginning. I would go to like a firehouse and say, "This thing is great. Look at it. It forces 300 millimeters of mercury. It'll pull it out. It'll save everyone." And they'd say, "Does it work?" And I'd say, "Yeah, I think it's gonna. I really do. You should get it." And they're like, "What?" So,
It's being honest.
well, it was the cart and the horse. Come back when it works. And I'm like, "What? If you don't put it in, I can't find out if it works." So that was pretty tricky.
We're going to take a quick break, and then we are going to find out who won the raffle for the LifeVac.
Oh,
Yay!
Empire Automotive Group is about people, their families, and their dreams. We strive to create meaningful connections. To be bold. To embrace evolution. Wherever the road might lead us. And to build trust with our employees, customers, and their families. Empire Automotive Group, accelerating the lives of future generations of drivers.
Protect your family. Buy LifeVac now.
Thank you, Dad.
That was us over 10 years ago.
Now LifeVac is responsible for saving over 4,000 lives from choking.
In the time it takes you to pick up the phone and call, another life could be saved.
The LifeVac saved my life in 1 to 2 seconds.
Protecting families has always been our mission. I'm sure you love your family like I love my daughter. Do us all a favor and get your own LifeVac now.
Go to lifevac.net or call 877-LifeVac. Order now.
And we're back. You want to thank?
I want to thank Michael Brown so much because, as always, Michael Brown helps to produce our podcast. So if anyone's looking for a vehicle, Michael Brown at the Empire Automotive Group, he's the person to go to. He has, I think, like, I don't know how many car dealerships, but definitely.
And he does like 10 or 12 brands. He's got every brand you're looking for.
Yeah, so absolutely, Empire Motor Group.
And we definitely want to thank Arthur and LifeVac for sponsoring us through this all. He was the first one to sponsor us and the first one to give us the little push to say, yeah, you're doing good.
Well, not only that, he's the one who pushed me as well to like even start considering starting a charity. Actually, you were extremely instrumental in that as well. Without you two, this wouldn't be happening. So thank you.
We're getting it done.
So
you're working hard.
Let's bring Arthur back and let's see who won the raffle.
Yes, we have a raffle.
Yo, quick note before you pull the raffle. Keep going. You understand? Like the first 5 years of LifeVac was hell, right? What you do is so important. Those smiles when you saw on the faces in that shop, and when someone gets that new sweater, don't worry. Keep going. It's so important. And you know what? People will watch it, and they'll watch more, and it'll grow. You got this. You got this. It is awesome, and it's gonna be better. So don't listen to any naysayers. I had 9 million of them told me I was gonna get sued. I shouldn't do it. I'm gonna lose all my money. Blah, blah, blah. Shut up. going. All
Yeah.
right. Well, the
Thank
wrap.
you, Arthur. Thank you. So what do we have? We had about 25 people DM you
Yes, yes,
from
yes,
the message
yes.
you put.
We did.
They're all
So
in here.
excited.
So exciting.
No peeking.
No peeking. Okay.
Oh, I got to put it lower. Oh, right. You're
Yeah,
short.
I'm
Cheater.
short. Wait, what is me being short has to do pulling it lower? Okay, the winner of the LifeVac is Richard Fanjoy.
Yay, Richard.
Richard Fanjoy actually lives at Massapequa Rehab in Massapequa, so he lives in a nursing home. So
Oh my
hopefully,
God.
I know how great
Really?
was that? Yeah, yeah. So hopefully, we'll send it to you, Richard. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it out to you. We'll get it out to you very shortly. But the good news is maybe you can help advocate and promote it in the nursing homes so that we can get people to fight. I mean, I think that that's going to make a difference if we have people in like resident council meetings who know about this say we want to be safer. How can we be safer in a choking emergency?
Yeah.
Like we need the residents to actually speak up and say there's this device that is not going to cost you a lot of money that we can put in every nursing unit in every place we serve food, because we have people who suffer from dementia. We have people who suffer from Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, ALS, people who have dysphagia from strokes. This can save their life.
Can a resident's family bring one in and keep it with their family member?
So the problem would be, who would do it? Unless you're doing it on yourself, I don't know if a staff member would actually would do it.
That's my question.
So I don't know if a staff member would do it. I think if I was there, and I mean, if I was visiting my loved one and it was in my pocketbook and I saw them choking, 100% I could pull it out and do it for them. But would another staff member who doesn't know anything about this device, who hasn't been trained what it is? I mean, I would love, I'm just throwing this out there, Arthur. I would love to go into nursing homes and promote this and in service people on how to use it, so that we would be able to save more lives.
Well, there are developments happening where that certainly may be an option. So I do think there would be no one more passionate than you. So we could talk about that. It's there's big things happening. So yeah, we could talk about that. But look, if the residents, the advocates, the families get on board, the ridiculous problem is it's a basic life thing, right? So anyone could do it. The training's online and it's free. We're in thousands of nursing homes. Like, it's all ridiculous that you would fight not to do this, particularly if someone brought it to your attention, you didn't do it. Now we're talking criminal negligence, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
And it's so simple, and
it
seems like it works. If like you said before, if the suction machine's in the cafeteria and Miss Jones is on the third floor, and somebody has that and they use it while they're waiting for the suction machine, and it works.
So the suction machine is a problem because it's actually a tube that they put in someone's mouth.
Right.
So
But if that's 2 floors away, there's a light back on the floor, and they try that first.
Well, the problem is that they should use the suction machine.
That should
because they could lodge the foreign object further into their trachea. So I don't even think that should even be an option now that we have something that can obviously take the place of it and has saved 5,000 lives. Like, this is
right.
To
and
me,
it's
this
not
is a
even
no-brainer.
cumbersome like a big suction machine.
We don't have to worry about the tubing. We don't have to worry about plugging it in. We don't have to worry about electricity. This is so easy and so simple that I would love to see nursing homes 100% advocate for this. But if you could give me a pamphlet, we could put it in the cozy boxes also, just to make these nursing homes more aware of what is that we have it.
No, I agree.
I mean, just
so
throw
go
it
to the
into
suction
the
machine.
boxes.
How much downtime, if you use the suction machine, how much downtime is there till they could use it again? Like, they have to change all the tubes or clean the tubes?
Yeah, but that's not a big deal. It's just changing the tube. I mean, it's not like people are choking bang,
no,
bang,
I'm
bang,
just
bang,
saying,
bang.
because sometimes everything has to be sterilized, has to be done this and checked out.
Yeah, that's not really the big deal. The problem for me is getting it to the resident in time.
Okay, that makes sense.
Well, plus it's powered. It has to be plugged in.
You got to plug it in. You got to undo everything.
You have to hope that the electric works, because I've been in nursing homes where some outlets aren't really working. I've been in nursing homes where you'd be surprised.
Situation, unplug it in the cafeteria, run to someone's room, plug it in, and then try and suction it out. Now, every ambulance in the United States has to have every ambulance is required to have a powered suction and a non-powered suction for that reason, right?
Right.
So every ambulance has a device like LifeVac. So if they're running into a place, they're not trying to drag some electric equipment into the place. So it's really just a no-brainer. We'll get there. It's just, I think, Danielle, you're right. I mean, a lot of them, as soon as they're aware, they get it. They just don't know, right? There isn't always a battle. Some place
Well,
like today, we have nursing homes every day. Go online and buy them
right.
because they care and they're not idiots.
Agreed. Saturday night, 2 Saturday nights ago, there was an emergency in my development. And I had to call 911 for a neighbor, and the police came, and it was actually a medical emergency. And the Port Washington Police Department opened up their bag, and there was the LifeVac. And I was like,
That's great.
I was like, I actually got that there. I was so excited. I said, this is awesome. And he's like, yeah, he's like, we have them in all our travel bags and all our cars. I said, well,
Smart. That's brilliant.
That's brilliant. I said, that's actually brilliant. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't all have them in our houses also, because
I have one. I bought 3. My nephew had his baby. I think he had a deal for, do you buy 3? And I bought 3. I have one at work. I have one at my house, and I gave my nephew one who just had a baby. Yeah.
That's great.
I think he might have froze up.
I think he did freeze, but whenever you unfreeze, I do need those handouts to put in the cozy boxes. Thank you again so much. I hope on November 30th we need we actually have
let's
a bunch
thank
of
Arthur.
those.
We lost Arthur, but thank you so much, Arthur.
We did lose Arthur.
Good luck with the motorcycle.
So November 30th, we are going to the Rockaways to do a pop-up shop.
Yes, our second one.
Super exciting. And we definitely need some more men's clothing. Although I did look in the headquarters, the new headquarters, and there are some men pajama bottoms we do have brand new.
Yes, there are some pajama bottoms left over. I have some full set pajamas. I have to go through everything again, but we don't have a lot of like just regular men's clothes, like shirts or.
So maybe this weekend I will, or maybe you can meet me over.
Yeah, no, I think we should go through everything.
And we'll go through everything. We'll set it up. Yeah. But if anybody wants to volunteer on November 30th in the Rockaways, I think we're going to set up a little bit earlier because we don't want to interfere with lunch.
Yeah, that was a little,
So maybe we'll get there around 8, and then we'll set up, and the residents will start coming through. Right, and then we'll break it down right after that. But it's very exciting, and I have to tell you that it's heartwarming.
It really is. Like it really is. And again, I love that big guy. He came in. This guy was huge. He was a Hulk of a man, and he's got money in his hand. He's like, "Where do I put the money? Where do I donate? You're taking donations, right?"
So sweet.
And we were like, "No, buddy, take anything you want."
So we need volunteers and we need donations.
Yes, men's clothes.
We have
I feel
a lot
weird
of
asking. We could use a couple of bucks, but we could.
We could to buy boxes and what else do we need? Boxes, tape.
Boxes, tape. Yeah.
If anybody knows anybody who can get us them at like wholesale or something cheaper, that'd be awesome also. Yeah. Right? Because we do buy a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
And we have a whole bunch of boxes going out. Actually, where are the envelopes?
Oh, I put them in the other room.
Okay, so we have 11 boxes that are going to be going out.
I should be able to get them out tomorrow, hopefully.
Whatever, as long as they're out eventually.
Yeah. No, I want to get them out because I want to make more and keep going through the
bags I have. You want to get them out of your living.
The Westbury warehouse is full.
So what else do we have? Anything else?
I think that might be it. Okay. Again, thank you, Arthur. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you, all of you guys. Yes, thank you, Bobby.
Thank you, Bobby.
Always putting on a great show.
Bobby, come out here. Can you come out on the end of my show? Please. For a second.
Cheers, Patsy. Thank you for the close.
Okay, this is Bobby, if you don't know.
Bobby is the man. He makes this all wonderful. He makes us look good. Neither one of us really look like this in person. It's all because of Bobby.
Not even close.
He's a wizard.
And if anybody ever wants to do a podcast or a radio show, TV shows too, right, Bobby? Absolutely. Paradise Studios or reach out. Any kind of content you need, videos, anything, you go to Bobby.
And if you're a comedian, he does a great show on Friday nights.
Thank you, everybody.
Good night, guys.
Da, 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 da.